Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and today we're back again with my favorite giant miner Prince deck. This deck is so solid and I prefer it with Snowball because Snowball is the best small spell in the game right now. It's great against Balloon, which is super prevalent, and then you're also going to end up having guards for any bridge spam deck, also against other Prince decks. If they have Prince, they're going to meet their match with the guards. Check out this deck for 12 grand challenges, hit it up on the ladder, and I think it just has great matchups in almost every scenario. So we got a game, guys. We're going to sauce out a good luck here, and we're going to end up going for a miner to kick off the game because they never have Collector in their starting hand anymore. You can feel free to sauce out a miner, and you're not going to have any issues. So he's going to end up going in for a Lumberjack. I actually want to go for Prince here. It's going to be a little bit better since it has time to charge up to evaporate the Lumberjack compared to dropping the guards. So he's going to end up having Lumberjack, and he's going to have Barb Hut. So you already know it's going to be a very skillful deck ahead of us. Unfortunately, those are two superb tank counters. So I wonder what else he's going to have in store for us. I want to Poison because I didn't have anything else to do. And the Poison's actually going to force him to drop a Skarmy really high up. And he's going to have a lot of spawners, man. Oh no, the tragedy that we're facing here, guys. We don't have a great way to break through this. We're going to have to poison the Furnace or the Barb Hut every single time and try to rely on our miner. So the great thing about this matchup for us is, yes, we do end up having a pretty hard time with our Giant, but we do have the miner to directly damage his tower, and we won't really have to worry about getting that Giant through in every situation that we otherwise would have. I'm going to go for a Snowball here so then we can go clip Spear Goblin, hopefully, and we'll mitigate some more damage that he would have gotten on the right-hand side. Lumberjack's going to be supported by a couple Spear Goblins, but he's already gotten a lot of damage on the left-hand side, so I'd rather him just even it up and not spend more elixir to distract cards that don't really matter, right? So sure, that Spear Goblin's going to get one hit, but that's kind of transient. It doesn't really matter. That damage is short-lived, and there's going to be more damage on the other side that I actually have to worry about. We drop guards here. Oh no, did those Fire Spirit end up hitting the guards? Unfortunately, it did not. I ended up going for a miner to keep the Electro Dragon alive, and as I said before, so important to use the miner. The miner is really going to be my win condition that thrives in this matchup. So, what are you going to do, my man? Are you going to be dropping anything? Are you going to be a little bit wild? Are you going to have a win condition? Or are you just going to be running spawners the entire game like a mad lad? Looks like he's just a spawner hero here. So, I ended up going for a poison. I could end up going in for a giant here if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. I think that might be an overextension. Prince is great here because it's going to end up hitting the Fire Spirits and the Lumberjack. So, it's also going to deny another wave of Fire Spirits. It's going to be a great interaction for us. For only one more elixir, we were able to counter 2 waves of Fire Spirits, maybe even a third. He's going to end up going for a Skarmy. And I actually just want to go in for a Mega Minion here because it's going to be able to tank for the Fire Spirits. It's going to be a little bit better than dropping guards because the guards just would not do things for me. Would not be doing big things for us, boys. It's going to maybe Skarmy. We'll see. It's just going to go in for even more, man. More spam. The more the merrier, apparently. We will end up taking out his tower, but we have to defend the Virginity on the left-hand side, guys. Can we do it? Can we defend here? I am hopeful. I am optimistic. Let's get it, guys. We ended up defending the tower if this Electro Dragon comes down, which we know it will. And that is going to be the GG, the well played, and the peace out, Girl Scout. It was a pleasure playing against you. Good luck in the rest of your grand challenge, even though you're running a filthy spawner deck. All right, we're going to go kick off the game with a miner because they can never start with Collector. So we'll just see what's up. Guaranteed damage for sure. We'll always take that. I'm going to go Prince on top of the Bandit. Yes, Prince actually counters Bandit when it's on your side of the map, but you never really want to drop it in a spot that they can successfully go in for a dash on you. If they dash and mitigate the Prince's charge, you're in some issues. You're having some trouble. But his Flying Machine only gets one hit since we go in for the poison there. And don't get greedy and try to get tower damage for no reason. Rather avoid the damage that he would get with the Flying Machine, opposed to taking that extra tower damage on the right-hand side. So I'm going to end up going for Giant in the back because I feel like I'm up a little bit of elixir. I'm going to end up going in for Royal Hogs. Unfortunately, this is one of the few matchups that I don't really like because if you look at our deck, guys, we don't really have great answers to Royal Hogs. We only end up having guards as a fast damaging unit, if you could even call it that. They're able to damage individual units or swarm units pretty quickly on defense, but everything else is not going to do so hot here. I want to go for a miner right on top of the Musketeer, and man, we end up having poison, so this is going to be hard for us to break through Barbarians here. So this is probably the hardest matchup that I could be facing. I think that I generally want to go same lane as my opponent, and then counter push after dropping Electro Dragon and over defending against the Royal Hogs. I think I have to over defend against Royal Hogs and counter push in the same lane as them. So I actually want to go same lane here. If he switches lanes, I'm okay with that. This is also very good because now we're able to mitigate damage from the Furnace, and also the Prince is able to kill the Bandit as well. We're just going to go for a poison here. We're not going to be able to hit the tower. We have to do displacement, so then we're able to hit the Flying Machine. Fly Machine doesn't die, then we're in a pretty bad situation moving forward. Poison was great, able to kill the Furnace and the Fly Machine for a +4 trade, but we know he's also going to end up having the Barbarians back in cycle here, so I don't know, guys. I don't know if we can break through the barbs. Spoiler alert, it's probably not going to happen. He's probably going to end up going in for Royal Hogs here, so I want to end up going in for a Miner on top of the Musketeer to kill that so the Electro Dragon stays alive. If the Electro Dragon stays alive in this interaction, it'd be brilliant because it doesn't die to poison, so then we can counter push with it. Then I also want to end up going for Mega Minion here, and I assume I'm probably going to end up having to poison. It's going to drop Barbarians, and then I want to end up going for a Miner. I want the Electro Dragon to stay alive again. Electro Dragon's able to kill the Musketeer. We might actually be in an okay spot. I'm going to go in for a Snowball just to make sure that the Musketeer potentially dies. Oh man, look at all that tower damage. That was awesome. I could not have played that one a little bit better, even if I tried my hardest. I don't think I could have played that one better. I have to end up going in for Giant to tank. I think that guards might have been better to be placed at that point, because they would have still tanked for the Fly Machine. But other than that, I don't think I could have played this game any better. The counter push was completely and utterly necessary. Obviously, when you're playing against Barbarians, you can't break through. You have to just bank off of them, just overcommitting. Alright, so we got a game. We're going to sauce out a good luck here, and we're going to see what's popping. Definitely want to end up cycling a Miner, as always, because they don't end up having Collector in hand, so there's no point in keeping it in cycle. So, what is up, dude? You're going to end up dropping a Prince. Definitely want to go in for our own Prince here. Don't want to showcase our guards immediately, because you could log them or drop something against that immediately. Rather go in for guards in front to completely encapsulate all of those goblins, tank for our Prince, tank for our tower, and allow us the best possible defense. Let's go, guys. So I could poison this because it's still in range. If you're dropping Princess, it needs to be dropped right there. So he made a little bit of a blunder. Got to be dropping your Princess like here, closer to the tower, a little bit further away. You can't be dropping it higher up. It's way easier to hit with a poison then. So that's still, I think he gets a hit on my tower. It's okay though. I don't really want to mess around with the Snowball for no reason. Just going to go Giant in the back because I am up Elixir. And we'll see if he spams me. Okay, so he's actually going to end up going in for a Goblin Barrel. We'll take a +1 Elixir trade here as well. And he's not even going to get a single hit. So deny everything and get a +1 Elixir trade. Gotta love saving the Snowball for that reason. Also, want to end up going in for Electro Dragon. Don't have time to drop the guards. Just going to go for a Miner here. I think we're up a lot of Elixir, so I don't think he's going to be able to protect this Princess. He's going to drop Skeletons and Ice Spirit, but still wasn't enough, man. Holy crap. And he's dropping NATO now. He's down so much, guys. That Electro Dragon is going to die, though. Wonder if it's going to be able to mitigate all damage here. No, not quite. So this is a little bit unfortunate. I think I should have been a little bit more swift and decisive with my Mega Minion on top of that, and then I would have been able to save the guards for the Goblin Barrel that's impending. That ideally would be a little bit better. I go Giant in the back because I am up Elixir. I love doing that. If he goes Prince opposite, we're fine. Actually, I'm going to end up going in for another Giant Snowball. Make sure that we deny everything again. No hits. We'll see what he wants to do about it because he keeps doing that negative trade. I assume he's going to drop Skeletons and Ice Spirit this time, so. Kind of want to end up going for a Prince here, so then he drops Skeletons on defense, and he has no way of combating this Miner on top of the Princess. It's going to be a 3-for-3 trade. I can end up going in for a Poison here as well. And man, I think the Prince might actually connect because the Skeleton should die here. Should die to that Electro Dragon. Electro Dragon's latching onto the tower. That is a power play for us, boys. That's what I'm talking about. And then we can end up going for guards in front, as per usual. I love doing this, because it's going to be able to stop the 2 goblins in front, and then also, whatever I have working from the back up will always end up intercepting the goblin in the back of the tower. So I'm going to go in for a poison here. If you drop skeletons, anything vertically is going to die. So if you're dropping it in that poison placement, anything along the pathway of the giant will just die really, really quickly if it's bait unit. So I just want to end up going for guards again. They give me counter push, so I'd much rather drop them as opposed to dropping like a snowball when I can. I was able to deny everything there. End up going for a miner. I will go for a snowball if he ends up dropping skeletons to protect the princess. All we need is 1 hit, so we're fine here. And I don't really want to go too hard in the paint on offense. I know that I can really make a pretty big aggression by just stockpiling up elixir. So I'm going to go drop my Electro Dragon here. I was assuming that he would spam a little bit more, so I'll drop my Electro Dragon a little bit more formidably placed. End up going for a snowball. Oh man, that didn't really work. That was actually a fat fail, but we're still fine. That was a Chief Pat snowball if I've ever seen one. We're still doing pretty okay. Dark Goblin got a lot of damage, but we're just going to end up going for a giant again in the back, resetting when we're down a little bit. And this is great, because the Mega Minion just kills the princess in 1 hit. We're fine here. He's not going to have a tank for this, so I just go in for a snowball. Oh, he actually did have a tank first. He was getting a considerable amount of damage that he otherwise wouldn't have had. And he's playing pretty well now, but I can just poison to hit the Dark Goblin. After the Dark Goblin dies, then I get a free miner here. And I think that we should be able to spell Doom for him now. This miner should be able to get another, like, couple hundred damage. Oh, man, he dropped the skeletons right out of range of the poison, but I still think we got him, guys. I still can't believe that snowball. That snowball was the ultimate meme. The saddest snowball in 2019. The saddest snowball in the existence of the world. Man, Frosty the Snowman would not be proud of me today. GG, well played, and peace out, man. Pleasure playing against you, and good luck in the rest of your grand challenge. Alright, so we got a game against Will. We're going to sauce out a good luck here, and we're going to end up kicking off the game with a miner. What does he got? Clout Champions. I love that clan. Awesome people there. So, glad to play against a good person. Always going to be a more fun game then. I'm going to end up saucing out a giant in the back here, and we'll see what's up. We'll see what's popping. We see Zappies, Skeletons, probably going to be a graveyard deck. I would assume Double Prince Graveyard. Could also be Royal Hogs, one or the other. Oh, wow. Not really expecting that one. My body was not sufficiently prepared for that, man. I wonder if it's going to get a hit on my tower. It might. Barely not. Okay, very cool. I didn't know because the Zappy interaction is a little bit weird. I know usually you snowball back with Mega Man, it doesn't. But this is not a deck I was expecting to play against. A little bit more difficult. He's going to have Pekka, he's going to have Zappies, and a fast cycle with Ram Rider. Okay, how can we win this one, guys? We're going to try our absolute hardest. Give him a little bit of love here. And I think that our Electro Dragon is going to be our best answer to this Pekka and Baby Dragon because it's going to hit everything. And I think we could also... Ooh, that was spicy, brother. That was pretty well played. I'm not going to lie. I actually have to utilize these guards now, and I'm going to go in for a miner. I'm going to eat a ton of damage because I have to, not because I want to. It's going to go in for a NATO and a Barb Barrel. Okay, so it's pretty aggressive on defense there, brother. And we know that the Barbarian, because it's not like extending very, very far because of the Barb Barrel range... Like if you're not using the Barb Barrel, it never hits my tower, so I don't have to spend any elixir to defend that. I think I'm up a lot, so I want to end up going for a giant. He's got NATO as well, which is really concerning for me. Pekka, NATO, Zappies, not really the cards you want to be playing against when you got the giant, but I think we can go into him because I'm up a lot of elixir. I want to see Zappies because I want to be able to poison them right now. I can have Fireball as well to clobber our Electro Dragon very quickly. Gonna drop Skeletons. Well played, my man. The giant gets a hit, I'll be very happy. Otherwise, I just want the Electro Dragon to put in work against the Baby Dragon. Doesn't really look like that's happening. He did NATO as well, just to pull the Electro Dragon closer to him. End up going for a Mega Minion. We're on top of the Baby Dragon as soon as possible. I want to make sure that Pekka ends up dying. I'm going to end up going in for Miner with the guards and Mega Minion. Just going to have to Barb Barrel here, and I assume he's going to end up going and spamming us in the right-hand lane. We'll see, though. We kind of just ignore the Zappies for right now, for the time being. Zappies are not going to be able to stun the Prince in time, so that's very good for us. Going to actually have to go in for a Snowball here. Ooh, that was extremely well played with the NATO. I think that the Ram Rider might actually get a hit now. Oh, no, it came back. Ram Rider, you're so... Or the Electro Dragon's just so loyal. He's loyal, man. He's a soldier. I appreciate him. I can't believe it. That's so great, guys. Now we're going to get a ton of hits with the Giant. He drops Skeletons into the poison. I think we might have won the game, potentially. Please give it to Daddy. We end up winning against Will. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. As I said before, guys, I love Clout Champions. That was one of my first clans that I ever joined. It was actually my first clan that I was a part of. Clout was the first clan that I ended up playing a competitive tournament with, and I played 15,000 card tournaments with. So we're going to go sauce out a good luck here. We're going to go start off the game strong with the miners. So we see a Spear Goblin Hut. We already know it's probably going to be Pekka Spear Goblin Hut. Oh, man. Very rare to see something other than that when we see a Spear Goblin Hut. I'm just going to end up going for a Snowball here as well. It's going to get some nice damage on us. I also want to go for a poison to make sure that he doesn't get any more damage with the Spear Goblins. We're doing okay, though. This is fine. These are nice things. And he's going to end up going for guards. Okay. Is this actually going to be graveyard? This could be graveyard now. He has log, though. So it's making me think that it's not graveyard because they always run Barb Barrel then. I'll end up going for Prince here, and then I want to end up going for Giant. I kind of want to apply aggression. I think it's going to be a good play. The Electro Wizard is not going to be something I have to worry about. It's going to get hit. Could also end up going in for a Snowball here, and then poison after. I think this will be fine, because then I won't have to deal with the Mega Minion. The Prince might actually get hits on the tower. It not even might. It will get one hit at least. Maybe it gets a charge. What? It didn't get a charge? No way. Oh, dude. I got honey-dicked. That's unfortunate. I thought for sure I had it. I thought I was so close. I was so close, yet so far away, guys. I ended up going for a miner. I counted my chickens before they hatched. That's unfortunate. So he's going to go for Electro again. I definitely want to go sauce out of Prince. Let the Electro connect because it's not going to be on the tower that he wants to get damage on anyway. I go Giant here. Prince ends up pummeling it. And we're keeping up the aggression, so then he's not able to successfully go in for Princes. Or not Princes, he's not able to successfully go in for Pekkas. Because otherwise, he would just get shredded. Like, the Pekka would just die. Too hefty of an elixir investment for him to not be able to support. He knows that, and he doesn't actually go in for the Pekka. Assume he ends up having Pekka. He might end up having Graveyard. We'll see, though. It's weird. It's beyond my comprehension to see a Graveyard deck without ending up having a Barb Barrel instead of Log, so I assume it's still Pekka. Going in for a Giant here. But he's also going to end up having Ice Golem, so it's, yeah, it's okay. It's going to Miner here since we have Poison to nullify all damage. Very cool. I also have to go in for guards to make sure the Spear Goblins end up not stacking up too hard. Huh, this has become tough, guys. This has not become the easiest matchup for us. Stacking up a lot of damage here. Spear Goblins. Those Stevens, man. He's going to give us poison value. We'll snag that, so he's not able to go in for a Graveyard just yet. If he goes in for a Graveyard, he will lose his tower. He's going to do it. Okay, if we defend this, we win the game. So that's all we need to do. So we snowball everything. Very cool. And I think that the Giant does take the tower. Let's go. Yeah. I knew that all we had to do was defend at that moment because if he goes in for aggressive play there, after we poison, we got too much value for him to be able to successfully defend and apply aggression at the same time. There was nothing left over after we poisoned the Spear Goblin Hunt to stop our Giant. We got a game against Apex Kangaroo. We're going to sauce out of good luck here. We're going to see what's popping, see what he's got. Dude, they always have NATO. It feels so bad when that happens, but most people don't end up having NATO, so that minor placement is better than dropping it in the corner. If you drop it in the corner, they're always going to guess. Unfortunate for us. I end up going for a Giant here because his NATO's out of cycle, so it's going to be harder for him to defend this. I have to go in for a Poison so we hit the Baby Dragon and Ice Wizard. It's most likely going to end up having a Graveyard deck, but the Mega Man is going to clobber away on top of the Baby Dragon, so we don't have to worry about that. And when he Graveyards, I want to end up going for a... I want to go in for a guards defense. Snowball everything. Make sure the Dark Prince dies. And I could potentially get counter pushed with a Miner here as well. So this matchup is not easy. Definitely not easy, especially when they've activated King Tower early on. Just going to go Miner in the spot that he's not going to be able to do anything about. Miner's going to get so much damage, man. King Tower's not shooting it. That's easy clap, man. We're already taking out 1,000 damage on the towers, so I'd rather have this situation than play really passively and drop it in the safe spot and get no damage. So I could go in for a Poison here, but I think we just let this Prince die. I don't think I can really support it too heavily. Unfortunately. Oh, wow, he's overcommitting right now. He's dropping a Dark Prince. That's great for us. If they overcommit like that, then you can just go in for a Poison on defense. You're fine. It should be okay if I just Mega Minion here as well. I want to make sure that the Baby Dragon ends up dying. I'll also end up going for a Miner here since I still have Electro Dragon on the field. So the way that I want to work around this game is not going in for Giants too often unless the Tombstone is dead. If I go into the Tombstone, I kind of just forfeit my potential of winning. I want to use Poisons on defense in a lot of scenarios that I can and slow roll a Giant when I'm up a lot of Elixir and when they can't punish me. So notice how he's going to be forced into dropping defensive Tombstone. He just wasn't able to punish me at all. Okay, he's actually going to play really aggressive here. I'm going to end up going in for Snowball just to make sure that the Skeletons don't like swarm me. As long as the Dark Prince dies and he doesn't have a tank for the Graveyard, it's going to be really hard for him to defend. So in this situation, I actually want to go for a Poison. As weird as that sounds, it's going to be the best play because then the Tombstone's not going to be able to distract the Giant any longer. Miner's going to get a lot more hits, and it's going to be quite fearsome for him. Another thing that I really like doing in this matchup is stopping his units from crossing the river. For example, if this Dark Prince doesn't cross the river, he's not going to have a tank for the Graveyard, and he's probably going to lose the game. Wait for the Dark Prince to end up targeting the Giant instead of the guards. Really good for us. End up going for a Miner here. Make sure that we kill the Ice Wizard. He thought that was going to be on the tower, but we kind of juked him. I'm also going to go in for a Poison here. Assuming he was probably going to go for Tombstone, but he didn't. As long as Electro Dragon targets the tower, we're fine. That's exactly what's popping off here. So all I need to do is just defend. If that happens, we should be able to win the game. So as you guys can see, what I just did there was really, really solid. As long as he doesn't have a tank for the graveyard, he's going to be in a horrible situation. Can't really break through if you don't have a tank, my man. So as a result, we're just going to go for the poison and the snowball, and we will win this game. I think this was the most clean game that I played today. Feels really good to end on a W like this. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. We could not have played that game any better. The other game that we played really well, we snowballed the corner of the map, but this one I can confidently say I was pretty proud of. GG, well played, and peace out, Kangaroo. Good luck in the rest of your grand challenge.